In my recent print-on-demand must-haves video, I shared that Kittl has been one of my go-to design softwares. I started using Kittl around the springtime of this year, and it has really helped me with my design process. A little bit about me, I have no background in graphic design whatsoever. I personally feel I've always struggled a little bit with creativity, and creating designs is something that was incredibly time-consuming for me when I first began my print-on-demand business. So if you relate to that, just know that you are not alone. You will get better and feel more confident over time. I promise that creativity really is like a muscle. It does get stronger the more that you use it, or the more reps that you put in, so to speak. With that being said, there are some features and tools that I've been able to use specifically in Kittl that have really helped me to speed up my design process, help me with inspiration and coming up with ideas, as well as just overall achieve certain design styles that I've seen and wanted to create for myself. In this video, I wanted to share some of those go-to design tips and tricks to help you do the same. I also have a code for you in the description and pinned comment down below for you to save some money with Kittl. This code is only valid for the next 7 days since this video is being uploaded. So if you are here in that time frame, be sure to grab that discount so that you can get 30 days free of the Kittl Pro plan. If you are new here, my name is Taylor and my channel is focused on all things Etsy and print on demand. If those are two things that interest you, be sure to boop the subscribe button for more videos like this. Also, sometimes I have people comment down below about me saying boop and booping the subscribe button, but the reason that I like to say boop is because I've watched so many YouTube videos myself, and I feel like the common phrase is to hit the subscribe button, smack the subscribe button, and those just sound really aggressive to me. I think like a nice little cute friendly boop, that's more me. So boop that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Here on my channel, I share my journey with Etsy and print on demand, as well as create content surrounding the tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. Before we dive in, I do want to briefly discuss Kittl's licensing and how you can make sure that you are legally using Kittl for your print on demand business. With any design software or place that you are utilizing graphics, there are typically commercial rights that you need to consider, take the time to read, and educate yourself on so that you are protecting not only yourself, but your business, which you should be treating this like it is a business. And with Kittl's licensing, they actually make this extremely easy by offering full print-on-demand usage rights for physical products. Now, you cannot use these templates for digital files, so you cannot download these and sell them as SVGs. But if you are a print-on-demand seller selling any physical product, you can use these templates as is. This also stands for any of the fonts, graphics, elements that you see within Kittl. And you can even use any of their graphics and elements as standalone images, meaning you can place one graphic in your design and sell it as is, which isn't typically common amongst other softwares where you do have to combine multiple graphics or elements in order for it to be used commercially. Now, would I recommend using any of the templates as is or graphics as standalone images? No. Reason being is if you do, odds are that tons of others are going to end up doing the same, and then everyone ends up having the same designs, which isn't really the path to success with print on demand. To actually build a successful print on demand business, you will want to create your own unique designs. And so what I would recommend is to utilize these templates as a foundation, but still edit them, change the text, maybe the fonts, the colors, make them your own so that you are offering something that stands out amongst the competition. But it is great to know that you are safe to utilize all of these different benefits of Kittl without concern. Now, another thing that I did want to mention, because I specifically sell on Etsy myself and I coach others who sell on Etsy, it's also important to understand Etsy's terms of service, and Etsy does require you to have been part of the process in somehow for the production of the item. So of course, with print on demand, we are not physically touching the products, but you should be involved in the design process to some extent. So even with the full print on demand licensed graphics, because of Etsy's terms of service, I highly encourage and recommend that you are still taking that and making it your own in some way. How I personally like to do this is combining different graphics to create a new image, or even adding text to graphics in a different and unique way. Now that we have a good understanding of the licensing, let's go ahead and dive into Kittl. I would just like to preface that generally when I do any type of design video, I kind of think through a little bit about what I want to be designing for in the video, but today I have not done that. We are just going in this together. I don't know what I'm going to design. I really just want to show you some of the different tools that I like to use on a daily basis when I am creating designs. So who knows what kind of end result we're going to get here today, but hopefully you learned some different unique hacks that you can be using in your designs going forward with Kittl. Generally, I like starting just on this homepage when you go right to Kittl, and here's where you can find all of their templates. There are always new templates being added. Really, any designer can create these templates, and you're generally going to see what is trending or most popular right on the homepage. So as you can see, there's tons of cute ones already. I really like this ugly sweater design, and I kind of want to start with this template. So we're going to click it. Let's click use this design. Of course, with Christmas coming up, ugly sweater designs, they sell really well on Etsy. So this is a really great way to kind of get the pattern that you typically would see on an ugly sweater, but already done for you. And then you can just make it your own. So that's what we're going to do. I have never seen this font before, but this font is perfect for this design. If you are creating any ugly Christmas sweater designs and you want this font, it is called Merry Knitting. How fitting. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but that was pretty cool. One of the best ways that I have found to get sales on Etsy, especially as a beginner, is to really niche down. And so cross niching with potentially ugly Christmas sweater and mix that with a specific hobby or career or other small niche that you can think of is a really great way to stand out, because generally it's going to be less competition when you find those super small sub niches and then cross things together. So to do that, let's go back to the homepage, and I'm going to use Kittl AI. If you weren't familiar, Kittl has an AI quote generator. This has nearly replaced ChatGPT for me, because I used to go to ChatGPT and type in create funny quotes or puns in relation to a specific niche that I might have been designing for. And this actually does that for you. And I found the responses are actually really good. Sometimes with ChatGPT, it's hit or miss. I never know really what it's going to give me. This I found a little bit more consistent in the quality of the results that I get. What we're going to do is just click generate quotes. As you can see here, there are tons of different options. I am going to pick the birthday niche. If you have a general Etsy print-on-demand store, I think birthdays are a fantastic niche to bring to your store, as it is evergreen. Every single month, there's somebody having a birthday, and so you can definitely make a good amount of sales in this niche. And I think even better, we're cross-niching this with the ugly Christmas sweater design. So perfect way to target maybe some December birthdays. So we'll click that and continue. Now we also have to pick a mood. So I lean towards funny. I think funny is always a good way to go. Generally, I feel with any type of like text only design where you are really just making some type of statement phrase that makes somebody smile or laugh or feel some type of way, funny is generally a really good way to go. But as you can see here, there's different moods that you can pick. So the options are endless. And for the length, I'm going to just keep this at 2 to 4 words. I don't want it to be super long and then make it hard to read on the sweater. So let's generate our quotes. These are pretty good. Aged to perfection. I like that. Sassy since birth. That could be good. Too lit to quit. This is funny. Forever young-ish. Wrinkles and sparkles. That is funny. Age is just data. I like this party like it's 1999. That's something that you could maybe just replace the year for whoever's ordering it. That's something that's super cool, especially because it has like a customization element. I think I'm going to go with that. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get rid of these. Let's do party like. And just resize it a little bit. If you weren't familiar, you can go over to the right here. And I like to use this center option. Just makes it super easy. I'm going to just move our little deer over here for a second. I might keep him. I might not. I'm going to move this up and recenter it. Another thing I want to do is I want this to line up with our text. So let's just widen that a little bit. I'm going to get rid of this. Don't want to forget our apostrophe. Let's bring this up. Make sure it's centered. All right, so when I click this, I can see that this is actually together as a group because it selected all three, even when I just picked the mistletoe on the right. How I can actually ungroup this so that I can move these elements around separately. I'm on a Mac, so I'm going to just click Command G, or if you're on a PC, you can just click Control G and that'll do the same thing. That's also how, if I wanted to regroup this, I am just selecting all of these and holding the Shift key. I can do Command G again, and it's going to regroup those. So just a little tip if you're looking to move elements all together at once. For this, I'm going to ungroup that, and let's bring this mistletoe up and make it a little bit bigger. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Just repositioning these, I like to look at the little dotted lines that pop up. So as you can see to the right, there is that blue dotted line. That's just showing that I am right on the edge so that all of my elements are in the same line. This is just going to help keep it looking very uniform and neat. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Again, just making sure that it is all lined up. All right, so we have party like it's, and then for the year, we'll say 1980, just to be fun. Let's make that bigger. Now, I was thinking about keeping the deer, but I'm going to get rid of him. And then I want to make sure, so I widened this up at the top just to make it easy. I'm going to delete this, and then I'm just clicking Command C, Command V. And also, super good tip, I had a comment recently on one of my videos that shared this. Instead of just copying and pasting with Control C, Command C, or Control V, Command V, what you can do is you can actually hold Alt, or if you're on a Mac, hold Option, and then click and drag, and that actually duplicates this for you as well. I'm glad that that was commented on one of my videos because I personally didn't know how to do that. If you have any other little tips like that that you want to share, definitely comment them down below. Now I only need one of these, so I am going to just delete one, and let's go ahead and bring that up like this. So I think that's perfect like that. Now I do want to just change the colors. I'm going to just make this a little bit bigger. I think I want to do like a green. I like this being that red. And then I rather the font actually all be that same. It's kind of like an off-white or gray color. I do like that. And I'm going to do the same thing for this. Change this to green, this to red. For the mistletoe, I would change the leaves to a deeper green. Another tip, when you already have one color in your design and you go to change the object color, you can see all of the different colors that are in your design currently. So I can just select the same green that I used on the other side so that it matches exactly. Just like that, I have a design that has been customized. I made it something unique, and of course, with the help of a template and the quote generator, it inspired me to come up with this birthday idea. So I think this is really cute. I think this is absolutely a great design for the Christmas and combining that with the birthday niche. And I love that we were also able to add an element of personalization by having that custom year for whoever's looking to purchase this. So such a great way to combine niches and bring in a unique way that we can stand out amongst any of the other competition selling maybe some holiday birthday shirts. Be sure to grab the discount code in the description for 30 days free of Kittl Pro. Again, this code is only good for the next 7 days, so grab it while you can. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next one.